Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. We're back with a new hero that we're going to take a look at, and that is Talin. Where is... Oh, this is new. So they're featuring summon teams. Not sure what that means. Maybe it'll be summon content soon, but... Anyways, Honest Gauntlet. Void. Oh, okay, so there's going to be a new Void Rift. I see. Okay, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to take a look at the new hero Talin, which is also going to be a new class of units. You can see here, it's a bear form, it's a Talin human form, and on the new hero info, we actually get to take a look at her in greater detail now. So Talin, marksman, magic damage, and she's a Watcher Piercer unit, dual faction. And these are max stats. I think this is the marksman mode, 4.3k attack, 13k HP, 2-second attack interval. So that's pretty low. And first Talin, let's see. Increases attack by 15% in battle, can be deployed on both platforms and ground tiles. When deployed on ground tiles, hero transforms into Berserker stance. So what does this do? Reduces attack range. No idea what this reduction is. Be nice if they had this range updated here on the left hand side. And then attacks deal AoE physical damage to enemies in range. Increases block by 3. So that's like 4 block by default. Because 1 plus 3 is 4. Max HP increased by 100%, converts 80% of attack to defense, and attacks have a 20% chance to inflict 10% vulnerability and cannot target airborne units. Okay, and it reduces redeployment time by 15 seconds. I think that refers to this. So it means every 45 seconds you can redeploy her for another purpose. But I'm not sure how that works. Like, does that mean we actually have to despawn her for her to switch? Yeah, I think we have to despawn her to actually switch stats. Because remember we had that leak a while back about this unnameable unit and you can redeploy them like every 15 seconds or something like that. It looks like in the actual implementation, tactical mastery units can only be despawned and then you can deploy them again after. So magic attack to one enemy, and then every 10 attacks launched, the next attack deals 480% damage and dispels one buff on the target. When ultimate is activated, this effect is guaranteed to be triggered one time. While in Berserker stance, which is the melee form, this effect is replaced with attack has a 15% chance to trigger ground storm, 340% AoE damage to 5 enemies, targets within 2 rows ahead and knocks them back. During the ultimate, damage range expands and inflicts stun on the target for 1 second. So, pushback, which is nice and definitely going to be handy in Gear Dungeon 2, I hope. And yeah. And then last passive, when deployed, gains 1 stack of Taunt Shield every 20 seconds up to 10 stacks, and each, let's see what Taunt Shield does first, increases attack and defense by 2%. All stacks are preserved after redeployment. That means that you only need to deploy her for 200 seconds max, and she's always going to have that 10 stacks up. Each time Nature's Fury is triggered, which one is that? That's the passive there. Reduces cooldown by 5 seconds. And then while in Berserker stance, this effect is replaced with reduces cooldown by 1 second for every 1 time healed, up to 1 time every 2 seconds. And this cooldown goes down to 15, stack cap goes up to 15, and that means that you get a 30% permanent increase in attack and defense. Very nice. And then ultimate, when activated, reduces attack interval by 40% and attack ignores 60% of measure resistance. That's actually quite nuts. While in Berserker stance, this effect is replaced with increases attack by 40% or damage reduction by 20% and dispels 1 debuff from the hero every 5 seconds. And when taking direct damage, restores 5% of their max HP for the heroes and adjacent allies. So you get increased attack and attack interval reduction, and then the cooldown goes down to... Let's see. What's the cooldown here referring to? I don't think it refers to this. I have no idea what that means, but the skill cost does go down to 800. So you can see the bear stands over there. So very interesting unit. The first of the many that's about to come, they already hinted this to us a long while back where, there are going to be units where, where you deploy them is going to change the way that they work. And Talin is going to be the first one of them. But it does look like she just has dual forms, a tank and a marksman with, magic damage. I'm not sure whether she'll be able to be a good tank in Abyss 1, but she definitely is offering magic damage, something that the watchers are lacking at the moment if you don't have Ingrid, like I do. Alistair is fine, but I think he's there more for true damage, so I think Talin might fit in there nicely. Pierces as well. We honestly only have hacks that does massive single target magic damage. So Talin is going to be the other one to fit in here. And yeah, let's take a look at Awakenings. For every one stack of Taunt Shield, increases damage by an extra 2%. So there's an extra 30% damage increase on A1. Then A2 is flat attack. A3 increases initial rage by 300, stack cap of Taunt Shield by 5, and gains 2 stacks of Taunt Shield with every ultimate cast. So it's gonna be a 40% damage increase, 40% attack increase. Then A4 extra penetration. A5 for every 1 stack of Taunt Shield reduces the hero's AoE damage taken by 1%. And when Taunt Shield reaches full stack, hero survives when receiving fatal damage for the first time after each deployment and restores 50% HP. In my opinion, if you're looking at her just for damage, I think A3 is more than good enough. I don't think you need A4 or A5 for that matter, because I think A3 is already pretty strong. You're gonna get her to build up Taunt Shield very quickly with the ultimates and also as well the extra stack caps. That's gonna mean extra damage. So yeah, very interesting unit. I have not seen much testing, to be honest. I've seen her dealing decent damage when paired against Hex, so I'm guessing she's going to be quite alright. She has a lot of multipliers to increase her attack. So first of all, this 15% attack, and then the Taunt Shield giving her an extra 30% attack, and then on A1, that's going to give her extra 30% damage, and then A3 is going to bring that up again to a maximum of 40% attack as well as 40% damage with the A1 that you would definitely have if she's already A3. And then her ultimate also does the reduction of attack interval, ignoring magic resistance, so that's pretty crazy. And yeah. You do not get the attack improvement in the Berserker stance, which is the melee mode, but I think that's fine. I honestly don't see her being that crazy when she's in her physical mode. She's really there more for tank purposes, because once you switch into Berserker stance, you straight up get a 80%, attack reduction. I don't know if convert here means that you get extra defense on top of the attack, or does it mean that this 80% attack becomes defense instead? But anyways, I'm more interested in her, marksman prowess. I think that's going to be great. We finally have another magic single target mage. So yeah. Other than that though, the next thing to know is that Talin is going to come in with Lyra on the banner. And what I recommend for most people to do is that you should manipulate PD on Talin with the Anora banner, and then try to get her from here. If not, then, try your luck with the Divine Summons. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. A quick look at Talin. I think she looks amazing at the moment. They are definitely planning something. You can see that with the... where was it? Where was that thing that we saw when we popped right in? Yeah, Summon Team Preview. They're definitely cooking something here when it comes to, summoners. And I'll imagine that they releasing Talin, it's gonna be handy somewhere. So I'll definitely pull for her, and I'll talk about that in another video when it comes to PD manipulation. But that's pretty much gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you're gonna be summoning for Talin. Do you have enough saved up? And if you want to know how to PD manipulate, stay tuned for my next video. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Leave a like or subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.